Game of the day. kpsawh versus max117. Sammy versus Von Bolt.
Welcome back to the channel, folks. Sammy Original Guy here, aka Mr. Cannon from Advanced Worldwide Web, bringing you another live game of the day. Today, folks, we have ourselves a match on Frozen Fire. This is a Fog of War matchup with Triple Base, Airport, and Calm Tower Sport. Now, this is a matchup where Sammy, I believe, is actually boosted a tier. She might actually be tier 1 in this one, which I believe is pretty justified. That's why you see her in this matchup here, folks. We got max117 and kpsawh as our players today. And this is a lower level matchup, folks. As we can see, both players are rated in the 700s. So I'm sure that this is probably going to be a very entertaining matchup for sure. Probably going to be a couple mistakes here and there, but you know what? It's all for fun, folks. It's all for fun, and we are going to check out what these players did. This one was submitted to me by, or recommended to me by Red Flowers over in the Advanced Worldwide Web Discord. Feel free to go ahead and join that, folks, if you want to be talking to everybody about Discord, or feel free to join my Discord, link in the description below, where you can join the Mr. Cannon's server of bad strategies. It's a fun place, folks. So if we take a look at this map, folks, Frozen Fire is a standard strong side versus weak side dynamic right here. As we can see, we have a lone base here. We've got two bases over here. Lone base over here, which is actually a weak side, and this is a strong side over here. So immediately you see fighting over the Calm Tower. That is the number one thing that always happens in this map, folks. People fight over these two properties right here. But as the fighting is going on, this base is going over here and grabbing center properties. That definitely needs to be done. Another thing that can be done is you can sneak an infantry back here and start back capping all these properties. Now, one thing that makes this map really, really interesting is because fighting happens right away here, you really have to figure out what your units are going to be doing, folks, because you need to have multiple things that need to be done. You have to cap the back properties, and you have to get into the center over here in order to get stuff done. You got to get income over there, folks, so it is very, very important. But generally, you know, we never know how these matches are going to go. Fog of War is not really my specialty, folks, though apparently I do better in Fog of War tournaments than I do standard tournaments, but that is, you know, neither here nor there. Either way, folks, I think we're going to have a good match here, so without further ado, let's go ahead and see what went down in the Live League today. Bow. Bomb. On the first few days, folks, you all know the deal. Standard infantry builds, because you got to get the infantry on the field. It is the #1 priority in Advanced Worldwide Web. Number 2 priority in Advanced Worldwide Web, folks. Make sure you like and subscribe to the channel for all that hot Live League action. So, it's a little backstory to this one. I started recording this, actually, just before this, and I was going to scrap it. But then Izignagi mentioned something, and now I came back to it. Izignagi, very, very strong Advanced Wars player, folks. Very strong Advanced Wars player, very knowledgeable person. But he pointed out something, and I thought it was funny. So now we're gonna redo it. We're gonna redo it, and we're going back, folks. We're going back to the beginning, day 3 from Max. Neither player are forward sending their infantry yet, which is very odd. You tend to see people send their infantry forward and try to go for these properties right away, because these are the contested properties, folks. And another thing that you normally would see on this map is people actually utilizing the mountain here to get vision before they go in. But we don't have that. We don't have any of that right now. So, you know what is what it is, folks. But we do got 2 mechs over here from Sammy, which is very interesting, folks. Double mech from Sammy. Von Bolt pushing the infantry forward. And then busts out an artillery. Now, in all reality, an artillery is not really that bad of a purchase here, folks. Not bad of a purchase at all. But the one thing that makes this a very questionable purchase is the fact that there are 3 mountains right here. And there is absolutely no way for the artillery to get out. That is a stationary artillery, folks. It is not moving anywhere. That is a unfortunate waste of 6,000 funds, folks. 6,000 funds down the drain. But Sammy busting out the mechs, folks, has double comm tower right now, folks. Double comm tower, Sammy. That is a scary Sammy. Even for Von Bolt, folks. Oh my god, double comm tower, Sammy deletes the artillery and busts out the mech. A much better purchase from that property, folks. Gotta get the mechs on the field. That's what I'm talking about. Now, there is a huge income difference right now. Max has 9 properties captured to his name, while Sammy has 5. So, Sammy does not really have a whole lot of properties, folks, but does double tap the infantry to eliminate it, which is very good. I probably would have preferred to see the infantry strike first and then the mech stay fresh, but you know what? Is what it is, folks. Is what it is indeed. Von Bolt capping that backline, folks. That's what you gotta do. You gotta cap the backline. Doesn't get the 2-hit KO on the property there. Due to the defense, folks, you need 120% firepower to break that line. Von Bolt only has 110% firepower. And Sammy actually being very conservative with the units here, not even really attacking very much. Except for that. That was a fat hit. Fat mech hit. Let's go, folks. The other thing that's very odd about this, too, and I mentioned this when I was recording it the first time, but I didn't mention it this time, is Sammy actually went and captured this property, then sent the infantry forward instead of going over here and capping this one next, and then going for the back lines over here, which is, you know, it's kind of questionable, but you know what? Whatever. I don't care. I don't care, folks. It is what it is. We got a tank over here from Max. Another tank from Max. Busting open that pipe seam, folks. That pipe seam is feeling the hurt as the 2 HP infantry goes back into the forest. And now we got a defensive line. We got a fat defensive line over here from Von Bolt and kpsawh. kpsawh, the Sammy player. It is now their turn. And they cap a property in the center. And they double tap an infantry and they go in for a capture. Ooh, boy. Oh, boy. Now, this capture is not necessarily guaranteed because there is a way to stop it. There's a way to stop it, folks. Whether or not Von Bolt is going to go for it, that is another question entirely, folks. But one thing you can do here, you can obviously move this infantry right here, attack from right here, use the mech right here to attack right here, use this infantry to block over here, eliminating this infantry, and then you move in with the, maybe this infantry over here, and you attack right here. That should take it at least down to 1 HP. Which would stop the cap, or you could use the mech to come in here, which would completely eliminate it. So there's definitely options to go in here, but what we're gonna see what Max decides to do here. Maxi boy. He uses the mech, double taps, and he uses the infantry. Oh, that's lucky. That is a lucky roll. That is a lucky roll indeed. All right, well, there we go, folks. Got a battlecopter on the field. Battlecopters, the bane of Sammy players everywhere, folks. Yeah, absolutely hate to see a battlecopter pop in your face in Fog of War when you're playing a Sammy, especially when you got absolutely no anti-air. If you got no anti-air, folks, battlecopter's pretty bad to deal with, but Sammy built an anti-air. We got the anti-air on the field, folks. It's the number 3 priority advances by Web when you're dealing with battlecopters. Get yourself some anti-air. But Sammy, oh my god, Sammy is just rushing these properties right now. She's about to steal a property, folks. She's gonna take it, and it's gonna be bad. It's gonna be bad for the Bolty boy, but we're gonna see right here. And this line has been completely demolished here, but the property has been saved. 23 units to 18 right now. Max needs to respond. He's going to attack the recon to eliminate the vision, which is a very smart idea, folks. I appreciate that. I appreciate the destruction of the recon. That will stop the vision. The vision is not going to be seen anymore, folks. Oh my god, look at this flipping mech engagement over here, folks. You attack with an infantry onto a mech on a mountain do 2 damage, get fired back for 5 damage. Now, Sammy with 2 comm towers, these infantry and mechs right now have 150% firepower. 150% firepower, folks. That is an absolutely massive amount of firepower. Like, you can destroy pretty much anything in the entire game with 150% firepower. That's Advanced Wars 1 max levels of firepower, but for infantry, not for tanks. If it was tanks, that would be absolutely broken, folks. 150% firepower. How do you even fight that? You don't. That's the answer. You don't fight it, folks. The recon has been eliminated. Very nice, very nice. You know what? I appreciate this from Max here. He eliminates the recon before he buys the battlecopters. Now, Sammy has no idea that 2 battlecopters are coming towards her with the fury of 1,000 flying mosquitoes. But what Von Bolt doesn't know is that there are 2 fancy little fly swatters down there just ready to blast them out of the air. Alright. Now, Von Bolt doing very nice with the tank warfare on the right-hand side of the map here, folks. But, definitely struggling a little bit over on the left-hand side. But that tends to be how this map goes. You know, you tend to have some difficulty on one side of the map and then a lot easier time on the other side of the map. And that is the strong side versus weak side dynamic here, but yeah, it's interesting. It's interesting indeed. Very interesting. All right, the airport has been, oh my god, 3 anti-airs. 3 anti-airs on the field. Well, that basically shuts down the Air Force, folks. I don't really see any way that the air units stay alive. Oh, and there goes the battlecopter. Now, this could potentially be not too bad for Old Max, because the anti-air is going to go in an attack, but it's going to be countered by a mech. Unless the mech is destroyed by an anti-air, which it is. So that's unfortunate. There is another mech, though, so, I mean, that's going to be able to do something here. Definitely going to be able to do something here, folks. Ex Machina is just around the corner. But the other thing that's also just around the corner is Victory March, folks. Victory March absolutely busted super cool power. Can instantly win you the game. Oh, and if Max keeps willy-nilly attacking units like this, you know what? It's very likely that we might be seeing a Victory March here very soon. But, I mean, in addition to that, you also have Ex Machina coming up here. Wait, hold the phone. Wait. Okay, he didn't see it. Alright, that's fine. He didn't see the infantry, so he didn't attack it. I don't know why he wouldn't attack it with the tank, but I mean, it's kind of fair. I mean, yeah, Sammy's kind of mech spamming, you know. You can kind of assume that maybe they're... Oh, he attacks it with that tank, though. That's a gone tank. That is a gone tank, folks. That is not long for this world. Day 13 right here, folks, as the anti-airs rush in and do that damage, folks. They are just having a field day with these infantry, just destroying them left, right, and center. There's another destruction here. Sammy, the cap master Sammy, has not capped this property, this property, this property, or this property. Yeah, now these properties, you know, sometimes they get capped early, sometimes they don't. But look at flipping Von Bolt over here, capping the entire back line. Is going to be able to send every single unit to the front lines here. But despite not having these back properties, Sammy is absolutely dominating right now. 20 properties to 22. So is behind the caps, but dominating the map when it comes to infantry presence. But as soon as this Ex Machina hits, like, what's it gonna hit? Is it gonna hit the mech ball, or is it gonna hit the anti-airs? Like, these are questions here, folks. These are the questions that are gonna be keeping me up for the next little while. He's built a rocket, folks. He's got a rocket. He's got a rocket on the field. Oh, God, folks. As we know, rockets do tend to get bullied over here on the Semi-Original Guide channel. We're going to see if that is a trend that continues here in the future. All right. Another... Oh, is that? It's not. Ooh, sneaky. Sneaky battlecopter. All right, let's rewind that because I pressed the wrong button. Here we flip and go, folks. There's an infantry in that forest, and it is sitting there. It's sitting there, folks. Max is gonna have to He's gonna have to build something big out of his base. There's... Oh my god, it's just an infantry. Ew, this is... Oh man, that's spooky. That is pretty spooky, folks. There's a possibility. There is a possibility, folks, that Sammy could victory march the base. It's entirely possible, folks. You go for like a double sack with your mechs on this guy right here. You go in for an attack here. That might be enough firepower to bust it. If not, there might be, I don't know, excuse me, maybe 1, 2, 3, 4. Maybe mech sacrifice here. Can easily take out this. I don't know. You know, it might be possible, but I'm not gonna worry about it. All right, recon basically saves the day here. So, gosh darn hero recon prevents any possibility. Prevents the possibility of it. Maybe it doesn't though. You know, because this mech could come up here and it might be able to one-shot it. Like I have no idea. Like, well, what's a double comm tower victory march mech do against a Von Bolt recon on a city? Oh my flipping god. Oh my god. Oh my god. It's okay. If that 1, 2, 3, 4. So this mech could attack this. I don't know. All right, here's the victory march, folks. We got the victory march. There's a lot of properties that are actually available for grabbing right now. Kind of a spooky amount of properties. Well, I mean, in all reality, it's only like maybe 3, but we'll see what happens. Look at this damage. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh, I should have attacked with the infantry. Could have sacked it. All right, that's one property. He's gonna get this property too. We need to rewind for a sec. So this was the infantry that rushed up here. Okay, so that wouldn't have been able to be used in the capture. So, okay, is what it is. Is what it is. Oh my god, Max is going to need some flippin' units. He's gonna need some units, folks. I love Advance Wars. All right, folks. So, the very interesting thing about this situation right now is, you know, Max built an artillery out of this position right here. This is where the Yardy came from, and it was... Oh, and there's the T. So, Artie was forced to be deleted over here, folks. But the funny thing about Advance Wars is things tend to happen in pairs. And you know what? Right here, that is a soiled abomination right there, folks. The stinkiest unit in Advance Wars, as we can see by the pure stench that is coming off of this unit. But the funny thing is it is also locked behind these and these mountains, so that ain't going nowhere. That ain't going nowhere. 25,000, 25 properties, 25,000 income per turn versus 20 right now. Now, is the Ex Machina gonna hit the Neo tank? Oh no, I went too far. Boom! Okay, so Ex Machina hit right here. 1, 2. Probably hit this entire chunk right here. This guy's probably free. Ex Machina. Beautiful. Okay. So, fairly decent Ex Machina. Gonna be able to grab at least one property back here. Gonna be able to destroy a few units here. And the classiest unit in Advanced Wars by Web has been busted out, folks. It's here. It's here to save the base. That base is not being captured anytime soon now. Not with the classiest unit in Advanced Wars defending it. But, I mean, it is kind of surrounded here, so that is definitely an issue. Definitely an issue. Classy medium tanks, they really, really like to be paired up with friends, folks. They love friends. This medium tank is on its own. He's all by himself. What's he gonna do? Property is being flipped now. Oh, and the medium tank just busted itself out. And look at this friendship. The friends have arrived, folks. The battlecopter friends. The mosquitoes are here to save the medium tank. Let's flip and go. Absolute cinema. Day 16 here. And then we have more units rushing out. And a flipping bomber. The classy boy of the sky has arrived. The Neo tank has been instantly deleted. You know, mistakes were made. Is what it is, folks. Day 16 has arrived. And flipping Von Bolt needs to stop these caps from occurring, folks. Because as we can see here, I mean, it is a 35 cap limit. So, I mean, you don't really have to worry about Sammy capture victory too much. But it's something that should always be in the back of your mind. Good awareness on the need for double tap right here from Max. Very nice. And second classiest unit in Advanced Wars by Web. The second classy mutant tank has arrived. Now, unfortunately, if Max does not sense the bomber threat, which he's going to now, there's 2 bombers on the field. Okay, so this is a very funny situation here, folks, because Sammy has still not captured this corner, but is capturing the opponent's corner. This is a game. This is a game. All right. I'm glad I came back to it. Thank you, Izzy for pointing out some funny things. You know what? We're gonna stick around. I'm gonna stick around and see what happens. And Sammy is also base locking herself over on the left-hand side of the map with this rocket constantly firing, folks. And the rocket is now being bullied by a battlecopter. It's happening. It's happening. And the classiest units are just busting out here, doing the damage. But Sammy, why would you put the... whatever. It's fine. Yeah, this is... fuck. I don't even know, man. I don't even know. It's just, it is what it is. It's good. What a game. All right, double time. What are we going to get accomplished with a double time? The bombers are rushing up. Is there going to be a third bomber? That's what I really need to know. Is there going to be a third bomber? Third bomber on the field? Oh my god. Yeah, that's a double time, folks. And that is a capture. It's a capture. It's happening right now, folks. The base is being captured. Will Max be able to stop the capture? It is definitely possible. There's another base. There's another base that's being captured. Max is capturing the base on the other side now. Oh my god. What has this game turned into? An anti-air has arrived because he knows that there's bombers coming. But, I mean, the anti-air is in range of 2 bombers. So that's a very questionable anti-air. I mean, it needed to be built. I probably would have preferred to see a fighter be built, but it really just depends on if he had the income or not. I didn't really check his income. I'm just flowing through this game, folks. This is like, I don't know. This is, oh my god, the bomber! It's on the base. The bomber is on the base, folks. That base is, yeah, that's locked. That is not going anywhere. But there is an anti-air. Oh wait, no, that is Sammy's anti-air. That's not Von Bolt's anti-air. Boom. Yeah, it's, ow. Fairly painful attacks. Alright, so there's going to be no way that Sammy can stop the Von Bolt capture of the base. Like, that's going to go through. But there's also no way that Von Bolt can stop the Sammy capture of the base. So this is quickly going to become a left side versus right side battle, which is actually not something that I see too often on this map. I mean, it definitely does happen, but usually the game is like decisively over by that point. But I think this one's still got a lot of fight in it, folks. Day 19. This is like the most dangerous spot for a transport copter. Was there anywhere else? It loads up into a mech. Doesn't get, like... Why would... It's so dangerous. It's in so much danger. It's got a mech on it, folks. That's like 8K. It's 8K in that copter. Oh my god, maybe Sammy won't be able to see it, but I mean, go on the mountain. If he goes on the mountain, you see, oh my god, the anti-air is safe. The copter sacrificed itself. Okay, everything's fine, folks. Everything's fine. This is going through. All right, everything's fine. Everything is fine. It's fine. Why didn't this guy move? Why didn't the classiest unit in Advanced Wars move? I don't even know what it did. Maybe it was blocked in. I don't know. I didn't even see. I was more concerned about the transport copter. There's flipping 3 bombers on the field and a fighter. Like, Max needs to get a fighter on the field. But, I mean, one very nice thing right now is Ex Machina should hit the bombers. And that's going to prevent Sammy from capturing this base for at least, like, 2 more turns. Yeah, there we go. There we flip and go, folks. The classiest units of the sky have been stopped dead in their tracks. Oh my god. And Max just dropping the backline mech. He's dropping the backline mech. Oh my god, what a flipping wild game, folks. What's he gonna bust out of the airport, though? He needs a fighter. Like, the fighter has to, but he busts out the fighter with an anti-air in his face. And I mean, even 110% firepower fighter is going to be able to... Oh no, it's only base firepower, right? It would be, yeah, base firepower. It's going to do a bit. Should take it down to 4, I think. Another fighter on the field. Doesn't even attack the fighter. Attacks the battlecopter instead. Attacks the battlecopter. Day 21. Max. Let's watch him steal a bunch of income, folks. That's a bunch of unstoppable captures down there, folks. So those are not going to be stopped. That is going to be a lot of flips. Look at the fighter rushing up here and just doing that damage. And then the tank moving forward, but needed a second fighter. We got to get a second fighter on the field here, folks, because if we don't, the anti-air is going to attack the fighter, folks. He's going to hit it. And it's going to hurt. Oh my god, and the tank attacks the black boat on the HQ. Doesn't do any damage, but that just sends a message, folks. That sends an absolute message of dominance right there. It's like, I don't even need to attack anything else with this tank. You know what? I'm attacking your black boat. You know why? Because fudge that black boat, folks. Fudge that black boat in particular. Victory March is upon us now. Let's see if Sammy can manage to capture any properties with the Victory March. I think there's only really one property that is in range for this Victory March, aside from the base. The base. Yeah, captures the airport. Also another fighter. Like, 3 fighters. 3 flippin' fighters are on the field. Oh my. Oh my. Alright, cap. 26 income, folks. But Von Bolt is going to be at 27. Yeah, got to occupy the tile. Another battlecopter. Busting another battle. He's like, you have to know. You have to know that there's an anti-air and a fighter there. But bust out the battlecopter. I mean, maybe it's for charge, folks. Could be for charge. Could be just trying to get that final Ex Machina, you know, sacrifice every single battlecopter, you know, to the ether and get the final, what do you call it? The Ex Machina. The Ex Machina. Hey, Macarena, bum, to the damn Macarena. I don't actually know the lyrics to that song, just Macarena. Alright, we've got an anti-air now. Gonna be countering that final battlecopter, but the mechs have just been ripping that guy apart. Day 23 now. Max, 27 properties, to a Sammy's 23. And oh my god, like we are so close to the end of the game. Is Max gonna be able to pull this off? Is Max gonna be able to pull this one off? He's winning right now in the captures. Oh my god, and the mechs. I mean, just gotta eliminate every single flippin' possible unit. Just eliminate all the infantry. Take them all out. Leave no infantry alive. So that is what you need to do. Ex Machina is just around the corner though. And if Sammy doesn't position right, there's a pretty good chance that something bad might happen. Where's Ex Machina gonna hit? Alright, if I were a bet man, Ex Machina is hitting the fighter and bomber down south. But, I mean, we don't have Ex Machina yet, so I'm getting a little ahead of myself here, but, I mean, with a bar left, maybe the fighter hits. Oh my god, the anti-air against fighter right now. Would that be enough? No, it wouldn't, but a man can dream. A man can dream, folks. He's gonna attack the bomber. Yeah. Double tap. Double tap it. Get it off of the field. Another anti-air. Another mech. This is the anti-air show, folks. There is no reason to build any other units right now. Just bust out as many anti-airs as you possibly can. Destroy the battlecopters. Destroy the fighters. Destroy the bombers. Destroy the infantry. Destroy the other anti-airs. That's all you need to do. That has to happen. It's 27-24. Double time. Not even going for the victory march. Going for the double time. Okay, so double time. Double time. Double time. What is double time going to accomplish here? Double time gets a KO right here. Double time gets a KO right here. Secures the property. He's not going to let those properties go. The double time might literally just be stop these two properties. And I think that's probably a pretty decent idea. But he's also capturing this property up here. So that's going to swing some income for sure. Okay, that's the Ex Machina. That's the Ex Machina. Doesn't even stop the cap down south. Doesn't stop the cap down south. Uses the fighter to block the airport. Okay, so... Oh my god. Oh my god. I don't even know. Oh, it hits down south. Oh, it hits the capping infantry. Hits the capping infantry. That's very unfortunate. Hits two bombers, but... Capping infantry. That's very important. All Max needs to do is he just has to hold on to the income. Like I don't like you really don't even need to another classiest unit. Like what a flipping classy man. What a classy guy. Day 26. Join caps up above. Yeah, nothing's gonna stop that caption. I'm pretty sure this is like guaranteed. Well maybe not. If the copter swings down here and attacks, it denies it, I think, for another turn, but that's it. Only like one more turn of denials, and then it's pretty much all over for that cap. That city. Now, in Fog of War, folks, you can't actually see how many properties your opponent has, so neither of these players probably really have, like, too much of an idea of where they're standing, but you know, more or less I think this should be like a 25-25 split, more or less. I don't know. Either way, we got an airport. Airport's being captured now. Where goes the capture? Classiest unit rushes up, so that denies it. Okay, so this denies this for at least another turn, but there's a join cap here, so that's definitely gonna happen. Another classy unit. Just spamming the medium tanks. Love it. Absolutely love it, folks. This is what Advanced Wars is all about. And I will see... Okay, so there's one very, very wonderful thing about this game. And that is day 27, folks. And both of these players still have 8 minutes and 30 seconds. And 16 minutes and 4 seconds. They have just been going non-stop this entire game. So it's like, okay. Right on. I can appreciate it. Oh, trap. He's been trapped, and that stops the interrupt for at least a turn. But the Soiled Abomination is there, folks. The Soiled Abomination is rushing up. All right, that's a full stop on that property right there. 27, like... One property flip will mean a tie game. 2 properties flips will be a victory for Sammy. So that's what it's all coming down to right now. It is like day 27. There's a capture. Join cap. That's not going to hold. It's not going to hold. Very dangerous situation. Okay, then... still not going to hold. Might hold. No, it won't, because fighter takes that out. Neo tank takes this out. Infantry attacks here. Bomber attacks. Bomber attacks. Yeah, that's not going through. It's not going through, unfortunately, folks, but it was valiant effort on that one. It's day 28. Alright. The mech is being hit. Infantry taken out. Okay, that's fine. Alright, so Neo tank just goes in instead. Soiled abomination, stinking up the battlefield. It's day 28 though. Like, unless Sammy gets a victory march, Max might be able to hold out a draw. No, this property. Oh no, this property, and then maybe this property too. Ooh, oh my god, Maxi boy, come on. Ah, he's been spotted. Trapped. Trap card. Builds the recon. Startling lack of recons in this match, folks. I think that might actually be the first recon that was built this entire game. It's pretty based, actually, you know what? Who needs recons? Who needs recons? Oh, that's a full surround. Okay, that's getting flipped. That's, oh my god, and there's nothing. There's nothing that can stop the capture. There's no units available. The soiled abominations are moving in, folks. It's day 29. The medium tank clears. Oh, Max. He kept such a classy game and is now day 30. No. Max. And the Neo tank strikes the medium tank. That's not what you want to be seeing, folks. And the bomber rushes up. He caps both of the properties. Oh man, this is a match. This is a flipping game, folks. What a flipping game. I don't even know what happened in this game, but oh my god. Crazy. Absolutely crazy. This is what Live League is all about, folks. It's all about wild, flipping, entertaining games. You know what? I'm glad that I came back to this game, because just looking over it was definitely worth it in the long run. Max, unfortunately, was not able to keep up with Sammy on this one. Sammy is the winner, but what a valiant effort. Coming behind, like, I don't even, like, maybe he was winning at one point, then losing, then winning, then losing. Like, I don't even know. I don't know. Thank you for watching, folks. If you enjoyed the content, please consider leaving a like, comment, or subscribe to the channel, folks. I will just see you on the next one. Hopefully you enjoyed. Take care of yourselves, and bye-bye for now.